Hello everyone, good afternoon. So we shall start the session maybe in another 10 minutes. In the meantime, if you can maybe provide a quick introduction about you over the chat, it would be really nice. Hello Abhishek, hello Aditya. Okay, I see Sangam, Nani, Murli. Okay, let me enable presenter mode for Murli. Murli, can you please check if you can present your
Yeah.
screen?
Hi, Krishna. Hi, team.
Awesome. Hello Murli. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for agreeing to deliver this session.
yeah. Thank you to Krishna for giving me this opportunity.
Not at all, not at all. We are so glad to have such a high-end techie like you in our session today. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Krishna.
Okay, okay, guys. It's 3 p.m. Maybe we can just get started with the introduction, and then maybe by the time we start, Murli should be ready with the tech session. So let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible to all of you, right? And my voice is clear. Murli, can you please confirm?
Yeah. Yeah, Krishna. We can
Awesome.
able to hear
Okay.
you.
Awesome. Welcome everyone to our Chennai Systems User Group event on Code Fusion, integrating external logic in OutSystems 11 versus ODC. So yeah, before going into the tech session, we shall see a quick introduction about the OutSystems community. So if you are someone who is really willing to attend such sessions on the technical aspects of OutSystems, do tune in to usergroups.outsystems.com. And of course, please join our Chennai OutSystems user group. You will be notified of our upcoming sessions, access to our previous sessions and its recordings if you have joined the Chennai OutSystems user group. And yes, so if you are someone who is really interested in getting certified, who is interested in reskilling in OutSystems, then OutSystems Developer School is for you. Please Google OutSystems Developer School and you will get the update on the recent or the upcoming developer schools that are planned by OutSystems. Enroll to one and you will get free training from OutSystems plus a free voucher with which you can appear for an OutSystems associate level certification. Then if you are someone who is really very interested towards trying out different updates from OutSystems or its product, OutSystems research program is for you. So participating in a research program and providing feedback to OutSystems on it would earn you vouchers and other goodies. It will also reflect in your OutSystems official profile. So if you are interested, just Google OutSystems research program. Okay, or you can also sign into this QR. But the best way would be to Google OutSystems research program and group engagement, yes. So please drop your questions. Chat window. Murli shall be addressing those questions at the end once he's done with today's session. And there is a quiz at the end. So please listen to the session carefully. And winning the quiz would earn you a swag kit or a voucher. We will be confirming it to you via email. From what I am aware of now, you will be sent a swag kit. So the winners shall be given a swag kit. The top three winners of quiz that Murli shall be conducting at the end, and you will be getting your swag kit maybe in a matter of 2 to 3 months. considering these packets are being shipped from Portugal. And feel free to let us know any questions or comments in the chat box. And if you wish to connect, please do connect with either myself or with Hati Mary via LinkedIn. So I'll make sure to send our LinkedIn handle links to you over the chat. So I am Krishna Ambal. I'm an OutSystems MVP. I am one of the organizers of the Chennai OutSystems User Group. We organize sessions as part of the Chennai OutSystems User Group twice every month. And if you're interested to speak, do put it via LinkedIn, or maybe you can directly email us if you have a handy. Otherwise, do keep us posted via LinkedIn. We will make sure to reach out to you. And Hati Mary, she works with ASIA. She's a senior OutSystems architect, and she's also one of the organizers of the Chennai OutSystems User Group. We have Murli, who shall be leading today's technical session. So Murli shall be, of course, giving his introduction. But Murli is one of the youngest, but one of the highest visible, or I would say he is a tech expert. He's a tech expert. He has done a lot of projects, POCs, and his expertise is something that we are always proud of from Zebia. And I'm sure he's going to deliver something highly insightful as part of today's session. So yes, Murali, over to you. And guys, one more thing, due to a family commitment, I may have to drop off. So handing over the session to Murali. But yes, I'm sure this session will be very much insightful and a very path-breaking session as we all are hoping for. Over to you, Murali.
Yeah, thanks, Krishna. Yeah, hi everyone. First of all, thank you everyone for attending this session on this Saturday, even after lots of movies got released as well as the Champions Trophy is going on. And this side, I am Murli and I am from Shivagasi, known as Kuti Japan and Crackers City. I have been with Sebia for the past 2 years and I have the experience of 5 years in the industry. And currently I'm leading a team in Serbia, and that's intro about me. And usually whenever I am starting the session, I will start with a quote and a fact. So first we can start the session with a quote. I hope many of you hear this quote in the OutSystem Developer Days Bangalore, where I say this same quote actually. Yeah, an apple a day keeps a doctor away. As like the same, OutSystems and the developer a day keeps clients tension and fear away. So that's a quote from my end. And another fact, we can start with the fact next. For example, have you ever wondered why OutSystem is named as OutSystems? Actually, I also hear this from one of the interview from Paulo Rasodo. Actually, what he told is, during the initial stage, yeah, he wants all the IT system would migrate from the enterprise data centers and be supported by the application service providers. So that he first he thought of naming out system as the cloud systems, but he thought of moving out from enterprise data. So that he named the out systems as out system. And I'm giving my sincere gratitude to Paulo Rosodo for creating this wonderful tool. He launched this in 2002. He started the same in 2001. Actually, most of us are children at that time. And I am submitting my sincere thanks to Krishna Ambal, because from zero to here, I learned lots of things from her only. So I am submitting my sincere gratitude to her also. And I am thanking my gratitude to all the OutSystem folks and my colleagues. Yeah, I hope we are now good for the technical session. Shall we start? Krishna, shall we start now? Or yeah, shall we wait for a few more minutes for anyone to join? Yeah, fine. I will share my screen then. I hope my screen is visible, right? Yeah, fine. We can start then. Yeah, actually, this is our today's topic: code fusion, integrating external logic in OutSystem 11 versus ODC. So, what we are going to see is, this is the agenda of our session. First, we are going to understand what's external logic in OutSystems. After that, we are going to see how we are integrating the C# code in OutSystem 11, and as like the same, we are going to see how we are integrating the C# code in ODC. Then we will see the key differences in ODC as well as O11. After that, we will see some of the real world use cases. Then we can go to the question and answer session. Finally, we can complete our session as like the same told by Krishna with the quiz. So let's start with the first one, understanding the external logic in OutSystems. So what is external logic? The word external itself telling that something from external, for example, outside the OutSystem, we are going to integrate into our application. So for example, code written with the outside the OutSystem environment. So the thing is, for example, OutSystem is giving the capability to write code in C sharp. So that's outside from the environment. That's the one thing. And the second thing is integrating the REST API and other SOAP services. And typically, we are implementing these things using the API service, libraries, or extensions. Libraries is a term used in ODC, and extensions are we are using currently in the O11. I will show one by one how we are integrating C sharp code in the out systems. So for this session, we have some prerequisites. Actually, you need to have some basic understanding of C sharp and .NET to write some external logic in out systems as well as the ODC. And these are the software requirements you need from your end before starting the external logic. So you need Service Studio and Integration Studio. Apart from that, you need Microsoft Visual Studio 2019 or later, and you need .NET Framework 4.6.1. This is for OutSystems 11. And for ODC, I will tell the prerequisites later. And the thing is how currently we are going to see is how we are going to integrate the C sharp code in OutSystems. So I will tell how we are integrating with a simple example. So the thing is, first we need to open the integration studio and we need to write the code. So I will show you the demo how we are going to integrate the C sharp logic with O11. I will stop sharing the screen and show that one. Yeah. So if you are going to the service center, actually we need to click on the add module, and currently I will show a demo of one of the small application which will, for example, currently we have a, if you want to make the application to sleep for some time in the front end means we can use directly use the JavaScript, but if you need to do the same in the server side, definitely we need to run some loops or something in the server side, or else we can use the OutSystem C sharp libraries, or sometimes if we need some complex logics also, we definitely need the libraries, not the libraries, C sharp extensions. So I currently I'm doing the demo for the sleep functionality in O11 using the integration studio sleep thread. So for that, while creating the module, we need to select the module type as extension. After that, we need to click on the create module. It will open the integration studio in our application, in our system. And here we need to select the environment that we created the module from. Yeah, it will open the integration studio window as like this. So in integration studio we can able to create actions as like the O11 service studio modules. We can able to create the entities from this end also, as like the same we can able to create structures and assign the data types of the variables inside the actions with the structures also. So currently here I am going to add one of the action and name it as sleep. So as like the service studio modules, here we can able to add the parameters. So I'm going to add time in milliseconds for the sleep functionalities. So this is the one place where you can able to make the parameter as input or output. If you click on it, it will convert to the output parameter, and if you again click on it, it will convert it again to the input parameter. And this is the place where you can add the mandatory property for the variables, and from here you can able to add the data type of the parameter we have created. So as like I mentioned, all the basic data types will be listed here. Apart from that, if you create any of the structures inside this module means extension module means that also will comes under the data type drop down. So currently I require the integer data type for time in milliseconds. So I am currently creating the input parameter with the integer data type. And if you want to give any default value and description means you can add here in the relevant fields. So once after creating the input and output parameters, here if you see means as like the service studio, here also you can able to see the one click publish and update source code, edit source code. So when I am clicking on the edit source code, it will ask me to open the same in the Visual Studio. So in my machine, I currently install the Visual Studio 2022 model with the .NET Framework 4.6.1, as like I mentioned earlier in the prerequisites. And yeah, I will tell you how we are integrating these things. Yeah, after clicking on the edit source code, it will open the Visual Studio, and OutSystems Integration Studio itself create all the necessary files for you. As like I already said, you need the basic knowledge of C Sharp and .NET frameworks. So if you need, for example, if you are going to integrate something like some of the external APIs or some of the external packages means, you can click on the Solution Explorer, and just you can click on the manage nugget packages. Whatever the packages you want, almost all the packages will be, you can able to search and found from here itself. For example, I am typing the OpenAI, so you can able to see the OpenAI package, Azure OpenAI package, everything from here itself. So you can install and directly use those libraries into your application. So after the source code is created, solution is created from the OutSystems end. If you click on the sleepthread.cs, that's the name I have provided for the module. So OutSystem will create a class in that name, and it will create the interface and other things, because all the OutSystems functions will be created in the interface. For example, if I open that, you can able to see the sleep function I have added, sleep action I have added in the integration studio. It's created with the integer input parameter. So if you added the output parameter also, it will be added here, and you can assign those variables to the respective functionalities. So as like I told earlier, we are going to do the sleep functionality in the server side. So for that, we are going to add the threads from the library. So what we are doing is using the keyword using threads, oh sorry, system dot threading. So by that, we can able to use the classes and the actions inside the thread package. So thread dot sleep in time ms. So after, this is the basic example. So after adding all the codes whatever you want from your end, you can save this file and click on the save all. After doing that, the thing you need to do is you need to build this solution. So it will be under the build solution. Yeah, and the build is completed. Once the build is completed, you can go back to the integration studio, and you can be able to do the one click publish now. It will save the xif file into our system, and in future if you come again to the integration studio and if you edit any of the codes from here means, the XIF file will be updated, and whenever you click on the one click publish button, at that time only the source code for the module it will be updated, or else it will always run the old source code. So I'm saving that in my documents folder and clicking on the save button. The modules publishing process is going to be completed. Yeah, it's done. So after the publishing is completed, if you go to the OutSystems means, we can able to see the module in the dependency. So the module is named as sleep thread. So if you see that the action is created with the input parameter we have added it in the integration studio. So after clicking on the represent and clicking on apply, we can be able to add that function. Time in milliseconds, we can add 5 seconds. So 5000 milliseconds we are adding here. So after that, we are using the module and we can see how it looks like in the application. So click on open in browser. I already created the other logics needed for the screen. I added one button, and this button will load for the 5000 milliseconds based on the server side logic. So this is the screen. So if I click on this, the thread execution will be started, and the C# code will be executed in the backend for 5000 milliseconds. The thread will run and it will complete its action. So this is the way we can integrate the C# external logic in O11. We will see now how we are going to execute integrate the same in ODC. Till now, team, any questions from your end? I hope we are all good, right? If you have any questions, you can add the same in the chat box. I will address those questions from my end. If I am presenting something means, I will answer those questions at the end of the session. Fine. For now, we didn't have any questions from your end, so we can continue with the external logic creation in ODC. So in ODC, it's bit similar. It's not similar, actually it's bit different. I will show you how the external logic in ODC will look like. Yeah, we can see now. Actually, these are the prerequisites for integrating the external logic in the ODCs. And for that also, we need to have the Visual Studio 2019 or later. And previously in ODC, it supports the .NET Framework 6.0, but they discontinued their support for now, and it currently accepts the .NET Framework 8.0. So you need to ensure the latest version of .NET 8.0 is installed in your system. And as like the same, you definitely need to have the knowledge of C# and .NET from your end for adding the external logic in ODC also. And the only difference here is we didn't need the integration studio in ODC. While integrating the external logic in O11, you need integration studio for sure, but here you didn't need that. But the thing is, you need to create the solution from your end, and we need to ship that content, and we need to upload the same to the ODC studio. And OutSystem is currently providing you the 10 days free trial for ODC. So everyone here, if you want to try how external logics in ODC means, you can log into your OutSystems personal environment and go to the my platform means, you can able to see the button take me to the ODC center. So if you click on that, it will take you to the ODC's free trial for 10 days, and it will be a shared environment. There you can able to create the ODC application libraries, and you can able to create the external libraries also. So integrating C# code in ODC, as like I already told, we can go to the demo part because our session mainly focused on how we are creating the external logics practically rather than seeing it in the theoretical manner. So I will open my ODC Studio, ODC portal. Actually, for external logic, ODC portal is required. For example, this is the ODC portal. I hope many of you are already familiar with the ODC after the OutSystem introduced the free trial for the ODC environment. So for this is the ODC portal. From here you can able to create the application, and you can able to create the external logic. And if you want to edit anything, you definitely need the ODC Studio, as like the OutSystem Service Studio. And yeah, this is the ODC Studio. And for creating external logic in the ODC portal, if you see that in the left side, there is an option called integrate external logic. So if you click on it, it will ask you to create a library. I hope most of you already aware of in ODC we don't have modules, we have only applications and libraries. So external logics also comes under the libraries. So the thing is, we need to create the external solution, .NET solution first of all, and need to upload that in the external logic section of the ODC portal. So I am opening the Visual Studio. So after opening the Visual Studio, the thing you need to do is you need to click on create new project, and here you need to search for the C# templates. So sorry, C#, and from here you need to select the class library. After selecting the class library, click on the next and give some name to this project. And if you want the project name as same as the solution name, you can use this tick box, or you can use a different. If you want different names, you can remove this tick box and you can give whatever the name you want. After giving the project name, just click on the next, and it will ask you for to select the .NET framework. Previously, ODC supports .NET 6.0 also, but it's currently they have dropped the 6.0. So you need to select .NET 8.0, and please ensure you have installed the .NET 8.0 framework in your system before creating this solution. After that, the solution will be created with one default class. We can name it as class, and after getting that, here we need to add the nugget packages required for our solution. So in O11, all the things will be automatically added from the integration builder, but here everything is a server side action, so we need to add those things. So for that, we need to add the nugget packages for OutSystems. So if you click on the manage nugget packages and go to the browse means, you have the you can able to search the nugget packages. So type out system and search enter, click on the enter means you can able to see the OutSystem external libraries.html. You definitely need this, then only our solution will be added in the external library section in ODC, or else it will throw error if you are uploading any of the libraries without this package means. So clicking on that, yeah, it shows installation is completed. Once installation is after the installation is completed, we need to add the icons for the library in O11. the module, and the module automatically takes the icon from the applications icon. But here, if you want to add icons, means you need to create one folder called resources in your project. For that, you need to select add new folder and resources. Here you need to add the image for the existing item. It will open and show the C# files. We can make it as the image files, and if you see means I already downloaded one of the image, so I imported that. And you need to give the build action as embedded resource for making it as the icon. And as like I already told in O11, we need to create an interface. From that, in that interface only, what are the actions we are going to create in this external logic, we will be added there. So for that also, right click on the project and need to click on the add new item and search for the interface, C# interface. After it comes, you can able to see this. I already have some code with me for the interface. If I will share those things in the chat once I completed my demo from my end. You can use that code and you can create your external logics from your end. Here I am using the OutSystem external libraries SDK that I downloaded from the Narcut packages section. And after that, here we need these things to be assigned for adding the properties of our library. So this is the one which gives the description for our library, and this is the resource. For example, currently my project name is sleeper, so inside the sleeper I have a folder called resources, and inside that images.png will be there. So I added the icon resource name as sleeper.resources.images.png and gave the name for my library as sleeper. And as like the same in O11, we have a public interface called sleeper. There I have one action with me, public void sleep, and I am giving one input parameter, time in milliseconds. And here we need to give the description and icons for the action we are giving. For that, I am using this properties description action that runs thread slab and sleep, and icons resource name I am using the same icon I uploaded in the resources. So so these are the things needed for creating the interface. I will share this code with you. You can also do your custom icons and custom functions whatever you want. For example, if your action wants to return something, means you need to add, instead of void you can give the data type as like the int, integer, long string, whatever you want. So after completing the interface, you can save this interface and you can go to the class logic. For that class also I have some code with me. I will share the same with you after this demo. So inside the class we are using the system.threading as like the same we have utilized in the OutSystem 11's external logic. So after that, I'm using the same namespace I have used in the interface, and I am referencing the interface sleeper here. So inside that interface, we have a action called sleep. As like the same things we have done in the O11, we are currently adding the threads dot sleep and giving the input parameters value here. So that will make our application to sleep for the milliseconds we are going to give in the input parameter of this action. So after doing the same as like O11, we need to save the class and we need to save all the files inside the project. After that, as like the same, we need to build the solution. Yeah, once the build is completed, here we need to create the files that we are going to zip and upload it in the integration builder. So for that we need to open the terminal for this solution. Right click on the solution name and click open in terminal. It will open the PowerShell for you. So in that you need to run this command .NET publish release. It will create the necessary files that we want under the Linux x64 folder in release. So I'm going to run that command. Yeah, publish part is completed now. So if we go to that folder means, for example, currently I'm clicking on the project and click on open folder in file explorer. It takes me to the recent project we have created in the Visual Studio. Inside that you need to click on the bin release .NET 8.0 Linux x64 and publish. These are the files created from Visual Studio 7. So we need to click on the Control A and we need to compress all these files into a zip file. Yeah, zip. After the compression is completed, we need to navigate our screen to the ODC portal. There you can able to see in the upload file you have a readme things and how we are going to integrate external logic in ODC. You have OutSystems built-in documentations will be there. You can click on that. You can see all the things from here also. If you have any future doubts, as well as you can always ping me in LinkedIn if you have doubts in integrating external code in ODC or O11. Here you can able to get the sample file. If you click on it, the sample file will be downloaded. So currently we are going to upload the zip we have created, and the zip's maximum file limit is 90 MB. So this is the file we have compressed. So currently we are uploading the same. After selecting that, we need to click on the continue. Yeah, here you can able to review the file contents. We have one action with us. If we created any structures, means that those structures will also listed here. So this action have one input parameter with the data type of integer. After reviewing these things, we can click on the publish library and click on that. The publishing will be started. Yeah, publishing is completed. So we have created one external library successfully in ODC. So this is the one. If you are asking, that's it. And as like O11, if you go to the ODC studio, for example, this is the app I have created. So I am opening this, and if you click on the manage dependencies, this library won't be visible to you. You may have question why we have published our library and it's saved also, but why it's not listed here. So the main reason is in ODC, if you are creating the library and if you want to make that as a reusable one, then you need to release the library. Then only it will be shown in the dependencies areas of whatever the application you have created in the ODC portal. So currently we are going to release the version. It will ask which revision you are going to release now. For example, in future, if I go to the same library and if I want to update some code, means whatever the number of publishers we have done, all these will be listed as revision. You can choose whatever the revision you want. And you can release the respective version to the shareable that will be shared to your application. So after clicking on the continue, it will ask you to give the version number. So currently I am giving it as 0.1.0 and release notes. When it will be very useful for example, if you are releasing the multiple versions, what are the changes and what are the things you have updated from the previous version, you can note those things here. So currently we are implemented the thread functionality, so I'm adding that, and I'm going to click the continue. So after that, our system ODC is asking us to review these things. So this is the version and these are the release notes. Then we can click the release library. So if you see that now it shows version 0.1.0 sleeper is released. So if you go now and if you take dependency means, you can able to see the library we have created. See, now the library is visible in the sources. After clicking on that, we have the action that we created in the Visual Studio. We can select that action, and if you add means, it will be added as a dependency to our application. So as like O11, currently I am adding this clip. See, the icon we have provided for the library is shown here, as well as the icon we have added for the action also shown here, so that we have configured those things in the interface. This one for the libraries icon and descriptions, and this one for the actions icon and descriptions. So after that, as like the same in O11, currently I am giving the 5000 milliseconds. We can publish the module now. Yeah, everything is completed. We can open the screen in the browser now. So as I just said, if I click on this button, I already like the other logics needed for this in the application. The execution is started, and after the 5 seconds, the loading will be stopped and the thread sleep is completed. So this is the way we always integrate the external code in ODC. So team, any doubts till now? You can add that in the chat. Uh, Sorry, Nani. Am I audible now? Is the whole session is very low? You can't able to hear, or it's hearable? Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine, fine. Thanks, Lokesh. Thanks, Nani. If you have any doubts, you can add the same in the comment box. It's necessary to interface in ODC integration. Yeah, it's absolutely needed. What are the actions we are creating in OutSystems, and we need to create interface in the Visual Studio solution. Those things will be handled by Integration Studio itself if we are creating the same in O11. But if in ODC, we need to do those things. I will show the thing from O11. If you see that here also the interface is created, and you can able to see void mss sleep and other things, the action we have created. But in ODC, we need to do the other things as like the description, icons, and other things also we need to do from our end. Yeah, the next question: can you show how to create structure and output. Based on the time concerns, I currently give the small level of demo, but for sure I will give you the way how to create the structures and other things. I will share the documentation in this chat itself. You can able to see those things and you can able to create structures in what I will give the quick uh, thing how we need to create those things. If you are in O11, we can go to the integration studio and you can create the structures directly from here as like the thing we have done in the service studio. And if you are using ODC, you need to add those things in the form of some list and other things, or the structures, the way of the classes and other things you need to create, and you need to map those things as the input for the input parameters. Instead of int, you need to use the data type you have created from here. I will share those documentation tips also once this session is completed. Anything else? Fine, we can continue with the presentation then. Yeah. Yeah, and we are going to see the key differences in OutSystems 11 versus ODC in terms of using the external code. So the main thing in O11 is, in terms of architecture, it's completely traditional. It's on-prem slash cloud, but in ODC, it's totally cloud native. So in OutSystem 11 is designed to be deployed on your own infrastructure on premises in a public cloud, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, or a hybrid combination. You have more control over the underlying infrastructure. But in ODC, yeah, ODC is built in as a software as a service offerings. It leverages the cloud native architecture, so it's completely reliable on the cloud side. So that's the first difference. And in terms of external logic, in OutSystems 11, you need to dependent on the integration studio. So if you plan to add any extension, means definitely you need the integration studio. It will create the solutions for you from that end, and you will edit that solution. But in ODC, it's totally on server side action. So the server side action means we need to create the library solution we want from our end in the Visual Studio, and we need to upload the same to the external library section. So that's the difference in terms of flexibility and deployment. In O11, we can deploy the external libraries in terms of manual deployment or CI/CD pipeline. But if you comes to ODC, means the deployments will be totally on built-in CI/CD pipelines. In ODC, the all the deployments for example, if you are deploying the applications or libraries, all things will be taken care by the CI/CD pipelines, built-in CI/CD pipelines. So that's the key difference between the ODC versus O11 in terms of integrating the external code. So real world use cases. So what we can discuss about the real world use cases. For example, if you want to add some AI and ML algorithms, then we can directly include that into the OutSystem service actions or server actions. So definitely we need a REST API, or if you want a custom logic, we need to go with C# or some other code. So at that time, definitely we need this. external logics, and for data validation processing some kind of third party API also uses signature. Those signature preparation is also a complex logic, so at that time also definitely you need these external logic support and advanced business rules, the same thing. So I will tell you one scenario. For example, if you see, for example, in OutSystems, dynamic structures are not possible at all. So in some use cases, if you are receiving the dynamic structure as output from the REST API, and you need to convert that into the Excel or CSV, whatever it may be. If the structure is static, you can directly use the records to Excel. For example, structure to Excel directly, you can convert that in the out system. But if the structure is not static and it's dynamic, means you can't able to assign that directly to the out system built-in action. During those kind of times, definitely you need external logic support. This is one of the thing that we needed in one of our projects, so that we have added the external logic in C Sharp and we integrated that in our application. So in those kind of scenarios, definitely you need external logic support. These are the real-time scenarios and examples for the integrating the C Sharp libraries. So that's a real world use cases. And yeah, we can jump into the Q&A and we can play the quiz. It will most probably take you a 15 to 13 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes of time. I think our have, you can use it as a long integer, and in ODC, are we allowed to create identifiers as data type inside the structure? So you can use it as a long integers as identifiers, and you can do the conversions in out systems in ODC. Application, how can I know which one is external logic integration? Where is it using in application? Hi Kang, are you asking about the ODC or O11? I hope you are asking about the ODC because you mentioned the term as application. O11. Okay, in application, how you are differentiating, right? I will show you. Yeah. If you go to the Service Studio here, if you see the dependency means you will be notified as XIF. If you see other things, it will be shown the modules icon and other directly we can able to show those things. But if you are taking the dependency from the external logic, you can able to see the icon as XIF. By that you can able to differentiate it's coming from external logic. Source code or in, yeah, please note that in OutSystems 11 extension include the source code. However, in ODC, you must maintain the source code separately. Yeah, definitely. In ODC, for that only we are creating the solution from our end, and we are shipping that, and we are compressing that, and we are uploading the same in the external logic section. But in OutSystems, everything will be included in the source code. Thank you, Sia. And anything else, team? Is it possible to implement a async await logic in external logic of ODC? We can made a try. I didn't try. Hi Mukesh. I didn't try this before in ODC, but we can made a try, and I will let you know about this because ODC free access came 2 months back only. I didn't try that literally, but I will definitely try that async process and let you know on this. Any other questions, team? If you have any questions comes to your mind in future also, you can drop me the same in the message section of the LinkedIn. I think Krishna already shared the LinkedIn URL in the chat itself. You can use this and you can give me the request and you can ask questions anytime. I will answer your questions from based on the questions you asked. Yeah. Thank you too, Mukesh. Yeah. If you have no questions, means shall we jump to the quiz part? Fine. We are good for the quiz part. Then. Yeah. Thank you to Armugam. Fine. We can start the quiz section. And as like Krishna mentioned earlier, three of the lucky winners have the opportunity to get the swag kits or exam vouchers, which will be decided most probably in 1 or 2 days. But you will be get rewarded for sure. Yeah. Thanks, Mukesh. I will start the quiz session. Yeah. Team, please join with this QR code. Please open the www.kahoot.com or open the Kahoot app from your mobile and just scan this QR code or use this pin to join this quiz. Yeah. Yeah, I think we have 40 people with us. We can wait for another 2 to 3 minutes for all the people to join this quiz. For now, 24 of you have joined. I think 38 people are in the meeting. Team, if you are facing any issues in joining, please post the same in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Tang. You can find today's session's recording soon in OutSystem user Chennai user group section. Team, is everyone joined? If you are facing any issues, please let me know the same in the chat because we are 38 with us and currently 24 of the people joined the quiz. We can wait for another 2 minutes. We will start the quiz at 4 o'clock sharp because other people, I think some other people need to join too. Can wait for 2 more minutes and we can start the quiz. By 3:59 we can start the quiz. think the recording will be uploaded in the user group after few days. If you go to the Chennai user group, you can able to see the previous sessions and you can able to see the videos. Facing issues. Arumugam, what issue are you facing now? I think you can use this QR code if you want. Arumugam, can you try it once with your QR code? After scanning the QR code, it will take you to the respective screen. Wait for him for one more minute. Can you try to open the same in browser from your end, Arumugam, if the application is not supported means? Okay, fine. We can start then. We can start by 4. If any other join means we can. Yeah, we can start the course. Yeah, 19 of you answered the correct answer, and we can see the leaderboard now. Navneethan is at the top. Congrats, Navneethan, and Sangam and Aditya are in the lineup. And we can go with the next question. Yeah, 18 of you answered correctly. You can see the leaderboard now. Yeah, Abhijit and Savannah comes to top, and Anandi also comes to the position. Congratulations to all who are in the top 5 position. We can go to the next question now. Yeah, 8 of you answered correctly. In ODC, we will integrate the external logic in terms of server-side actions directly. In O11 only, we will use the integration story. Now we can see the leaderboards. Sangam comes to the top, and Murali and Anand are in the lineup. Congrats to all the 5 people are in the top. We can go to the next question. Yeah, most of you answered correctly. Hmm. OutSystems 11, the external logic is stored in the form of extension as .xif file created in the integration studio. You can see the leaderboard. Murali comes to the top, and Anji comes to the second, and Abhijit on the third. Congratulations to all the people on the top 5 list. We can go to the next question now. Yeah, most of you answered correctly. The question is not a recommended best practice. So for simple calculation, definitely we don't need the external logic. So the option 2 is correct. Yeah, you can see the leaderboard now. Murali is still in the top, and Anandi and Navanigan are following of the Murali. And congratulations to all the people in the top 5. Yeah, you can go to the next question. Yeah, most of you are correct. In OutSystems 11, if you are updating the source code, then we need to definitely publish the module, or else it will go with the old version. See the leaderboard now. Murali is still in the top, and Anand and Abhijit are in the second and third position. And congratulations to all who are in the top 5 position. Yeah, sending the response in the page method format is the correct answer, and we can see the leaderboard now. Murali is still in the top, and Anand and Abhijit are in the second and third position. Yeah. Again, congratulations to all who are in the top 5. Yeah, in Olovan, the best way is to catch all exceptions and log them and return the status code or message to the OutSystems, and that's the correct answer. We can see the leaderboard now. Now, we is still in the top. Only and Language are in the second and third position. And congratulations to all the people participated in the quiz. We still have two questions left. We can see who will top the leaderboard. Yeah, almost everyone given the correct answer. Developer can choose which version they want to use for the application. You can see the leaderboard now. Yeah, only still secures the top spot, and Andy and Naveen are in the second and third position. Yeah, congratulations all. The last question, you can proceed now. actually, if you are creating the integration external code in OutSystems 11, we can directly use in the ODC studio. ODC. So that option is false. We can see the final leaderboard. Navneetan secured the third spot. Congratulations, Navneetan. Anandi secured the second spot. Congratulations, Anandi. And the first spot goes to Murali. Congratulations, all the three, and congratulations to all the people who participated in the quiz. All of them are winners. And I request Murali, Anandi, and Navneetan to give your email ID in the chat. By that, we can proceed with the swag kits. We can send you the details needed for swag kits in that mail itself. And once again, congratulations for all the winners. You most probably we will send emails to you in this week regarding the things needed from our end for sending the swag kits. And congratulations to all of you who have participated in the event. And we will see soon in the next event. Yeah, thank you guys.